Hello everyone, my name is Tanzila. Today I'll be presenting my initial research proposal titled The Impact of Social Media Marketing on Online Purchase Intention Among Bangladeshi Consumers, the mediating role of perceived trust, and the moderating effect of perceived risk. This presentation will cover the key components of my research proposal, including the background, problem statement, theoretical framework, objectives, methodology, and contributions. Here is the structure of my presentation. I will begin with the research topic and background, followed by the problem definition. Then I will discuss the theoretical foundation, research objectives, conceptual framework, and methodology. Finally, I will explain the expected contributions and end with a short conclusion. My research focused on understanding how social media marketing influences online purchase intention in Bangladesh. Social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok have grown rapidly and they are now major tools for marketing. However, even though consumer engagement, likes, comments, shares is very high, that this does not always convert into actual purchases. This gap between engagement and conversion is a key issue. Therefore, my study explores how different components of social media marketing, such as advertisements, influencer credibility, EWM, and perceived usefulness, shape consumer behavior. Despite the massive growth of social media users in Bangladesh, businesses still struggle to convert engagement into online sales. There is limited clarity on which specific factors of social media marketing actually build consumer trust and how trust influences purchase intention. At the same time, perceived risk such as fraud or product quality concerns can discourage online purchases. Existing studies do not integrate these elements in one model within the Bangladeshi context. So, my research addresses this gap by investigating the roles of trust and perceived risk in the online buying process. The main objective of my research is to examine how social media marketing influences online purchase intention among Bangladeshi consumers. This includes understanding the mediating role of perceived trust and the mediating and the moderating role of perceived risk. My research includes four specific objectives: to examine how social media advertising influencer credibility (EWM) and perceived usefulness influence perceived trust, to determine the effect of perceived trust on online purchase intention, to test whether perceived risk moderates the relationship between trust and purchase intention, to develop an integrated conceptual model using TPB, TAM, trust theory, and source credibility theory. This research is grounded in four major theories. Theory of planned behavior, which is called TPB, explains how attitudes, social norms, and perceived control influence intention. Technology acceptance model TAM emphasizes the importance of perceived usefulness in technology related decisions. Trust theory highlights trust as a key factor that reduces uncertainty in online shopping. Source credibility theory explains how influencer expertise and trustworthiness shape consumer decisions. Together, these theories help explain the physiological process behind online purchase intention. This is the conceptual framework of the study. Four independent variables: social media advertising, influencer credibility, EWM, and perceived usefulness are expected to increase perceived trust. Perceived trust then influence online purchase intention, acting as a mediator. Perceived risk acts as a moderator, meaning it can weaken or strengthen the impact of trust on purchase intention. This framework allows us to understand both the direct and indirect effects of social media marketing. Research methodology. The study follows a quantitative cross-sectional research design. Data will be collected through an online survey using Google Forms. The target sample includes 150 respondents from Dhaka aged 18 to 35 who have made at least one online purchase in the last 6 months. This demographic is highly active on social media and represents a major share of online shoppers. SPSS will be used for data analysis, including descriptive statistics, reliability testing, correlation, regression, and moderation analysis to test the role of perceived risk. Ethical considerations such as informed consent, anonymity, and voluntary participation are strictly maintained. Expected contributions. This study makes three major contributions. Academic contribution. It integrates four theoretical perspectives and fills an important research gap in the Bangladeshi context. Industry contribution. It helps digital marketers and e-commerce companies understand how to build trust and reduce perceived risk to improve online conversions. Government contribution. Findings can support digital commerce policies and enhance consumer protection frameworks for the safer online shopping. To conclude, my research addresses a major issue in Bangladesh's digital marketplace: the gap between social media engagement and actual purchase behavior. By examining the roles of trust and perceived risk, the study aims to provide deeper insights into online consumer decision making. Ultimately, this research can benefit marketers, policymakers, and researchers while contributing to a better understanding of digital consumer behavior in Bangladesh. Thank you for listening.